To today's tutorial on how to do a basic hoodie. So this is a hoodie for, a sweater, a hoodie, a zip-through hoodie, a pullover, anything that you would like to add a hood to. I'm going to teach you just a basic technique. And obviously depending on the fabric, it will sit differently. But if you just follow this technique of a hoodie that's kind of a hoodie that's, relaxed back and onto the garment rather than being over the head, relaxed back. You can apply this to anything. So the methods are the same. So if I come over here, I want to show you a little bit about how the hood is constructed. So basically, do your garment and your nice neckline, just like that. All right, so you've got your neckline and then you're going to add the hood onto it. So the hood is a separate shape, okay? So let me show you. So the first thing we are going to draw is the under shape. And I'm going to do it on one half and then reflect it and join them. So we'll do the under shape, the base. Secondly, we are going to draw in these lines here. So this is the side of the hood and this is the inside back. Then second last, we'll do the folds. And then we're going to do, then you can do your stitching around your neckline. So obviously, I'm going to do these folds like this today, and you can do them wherever sort of you think. But basically, base, lines, give the illusion of them being in two parts, folds, and then neckline, stitching. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll just I'll pop that up there so we can see it. But I have actually put in some guides. So if you've got look, those guides there are the center. Those little ribbons. So basically, my garment should be really lining up with those little red dots. But I've got it running through the center of my zip. Okay, so you want to maybe put a guide there and then drag out a guide so that it's sitting at the position. You might take you a couple of goes to get this, but I just wanted to get it right for you so I knew exactly where I'm going to finish my drawing. So I'm going to start at the center front because the hood starts at either side of the zip. So I'm going to start there, draw over to here, I should say, and then up and around, and then up and around, and kind of, around to there, and then I'm going to reflect it. Close, my mouse batteries are running out. So let's get started. Pen. All right, so pop. I might zoom in actually. So grab my pen tool, P for pen. I'm just going to pop it in, make sure, no, I've got them good. Maybe just pop it in about there. Come all the way over to the side there. Click in your anchor. Come up to here. I mean, this is beginner's hoodies, so I'm going to do it I'm just going to add my anchor points in, and then I'm going to curve out my, hold down shift to get a perfect horizontal line, and then I'm going to add the curves in. So escape to get rid of my little tail. So if you go to your anchor point tool, what you can do is drag on each little anchor, drag out a nice curve around there. See, I'm worried about this curve here, so you just get that one right, and then you can, with your anchor point tool still, you can grab this and just rotate it. So I've got a nice little curve there, drag out little handles. You can see the little airplane wings. Drag out little handles. Drag out little handles. Might leave that one actually because I want a little bit of a corner there, but I want these to be pretty curvy. So now I'm going to see there, it's got a little bit of a curve, so I'm going to drag out some handles there. And yeah, now I'm going to go back to my anchor point tool. sorry, my direct select tool. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually bring that right up to so it's more of a right angle there, because I've curved it out now. So I'm just going to, so there's sort of a right angle in there. Right. So now we can come back and fix up how we want this sort of to look. And once again, I just think it's going to take you a little bit to get this right. So you can just with my direct select tool, I'm just kind of playing around with picking up these anchors, trying to get it right. What I want to do actually is get a little bit of a groove happening in there. So I need to drag out that handle just to get that kind of curve happening there, and that's just a bit too exaggerated there. So I might just drag in that one, drag out that. And that's looking a bit wild. Alright, so maybe what I'm going to do is I might actually get rid of that little one, because see how the handles are crisscrossing? That can be a little bit distorting on a line. So what I'll do actually is I'll get rid of that one. Notice that one will say, if you click on the tip of the undo, click on the tip, it only just deletes the handle rather than the whole, rather than that one too. If you click on that one, it'll delete both handles. So, yeah, then I can do this, and I might just bring that one down a little bit more. All right, and then I just want a little bit of movement through there. I might bring that one over. So I've got a little bit of a groove, a little bit of a sort of a round, a bit coming in through in there, and then up and around. All right, let's see what that looks like. We can always adjust this if we're not happy. What I'll do is just drag it up for a sec, and why don't you right click, transform, reflect, and make a copy. Okay, see, it's made a copy, and if you start dragging and hold down shift, you should be able to place it exactly in the right position there. Actually, you know what, I forgot something. I need to put this, I need to do this part. I forgot about that. So do right up to about there, click, and then come to about there. Lucky I remembered that. And get your anchor point tool again and just create, I reckon, a little bit of curve here. Create this one. If you just sort of drag out some handles, you can get rid of that one, because you've already created the curve with that handle, and then you can just kind of swing that one around like so, and then so that's a nice little curve. It's replicating that, and then drag out your handle, hold down shift so that you get nice airplane wings, and you get a right angle through there. That'll give you a nice join. And now let's drag it up, and I'll drag it over here. So right click, transform, reflect, copy. All right, so now drag, hold on, it's done it the other way, hasn't it? Okay, right click, transform. All right, so you need to do vertical, copy. All right, now start dragging, hold down shift, and now you can drag those. So I'm holding down shift, I haven't released my mouse. Now I can drag those, butt those together like so. And now with my direct select, I right click, average, okay, to snap the anchors like magnets into each other, and then join. come up here and do the same. I would just arrow up a little bit until you get a little bit of a nicer, maybe, doesn't matter, I can show you in a sec something how to fix that. So right click average and then right click join. Now you got one anchor there now, so what I'll do is it's fuse them together just to make one. So why don't I actually, just to get a nice curve through there, can you see there it's a little bit dippy, a little bit pointy, so what I'll do is anchor point tool, hold down shift, drag out new handles and just arrow up ever so slightly, and I can get rid of that one, and I can get a direct select tool, I can get rid of that one as well. Yeah, I'm going to try that. So eyedropper, fill it in, come over to here and place it on, and this is the point where you're going to test your hood. So let me just get rid of those guides. So now you can see whether you think this is a good hood. Maybe this one's sitting too high. So if yours is sitting too high like mine, why don't you try just a simple trick of dragging your direct select tool. Can you see it's dragging out a rectangle over all of these anchor points, and now they're all selected. Now you can just try arrowing down. Just arrow down and see if that's better. You can see there those have gone a bit funky, so you can just drag that up. You can drag that up. I can get rid of those little handles there, that one. Direct select, come over there. I might get rid of that one as well because they're crisscrossing, so the line gets a bit distorted. You can see now I've got a better line through there. So, and then you can just have a play, you know, with however you think. Why don't we try first adding in, why don't I add in the line coming through here, like those ones, and then let's have a go. So click, and then come over to your your anchor point tool and drag out the curve. All right, that's looking pretty good to me. If you feel like you need more curve coming around there, I think that's okay, but if you feel like you want it to look like it's curving more around, all you simply need to do is drag out a little handle, and you can see as I do that, I'm getting more curve at this end of the line segment. So sometimes you can generate the curve from one handle, but if you really need a lot of, if you're getting into more of an S or a bend sort of shape, you may need to, like I've done, if you want more curvature at the other end, add a little thingy in. So I'm going to get rid of my fill, and then I am going to copy and paste to the other side. I'm going to right click, transform, reflect, vertical, copy, and then just drag it over, hold down shift. Alright, so that's looking alright. So now I'll do those two. So what I can do now is just, and this is just you just have a little, I wanted mine to have a little play. I wanted mine to sort of come down there, but I'm going to make this a lot thinner, like 0.5, and I'll grab my anchor point tool and I'll drag out some handles like so. Yep. So, you know, you can just keep it a nice sort of number, you know, round number 7 like that, but don't forget to add a stroke profile on. I'm going to choose, I might actually choose, where are they? Oh, isn't there? This one. Okay, now the skinny bits, the tapered ends down the bottom, but I want it to be up there, so I can just flip that. Yeah, and then you can just adjust that to however you like. If you want it to be a bit more bumpy or something, just add an anchor point in, and you can adjust the curve there. So now I will go right click, transform, reflect, vertical, copy, and then just drag that over, hold down shift. You could make these asymmetrical if you like. Yeah, but I've just made mine symmetrical. And then of course I want to have a little bit, I want a little bit of a line coming through there, and grab your anchor point tool, drag out a handle from that curve, and bring it down to 0.5 and add a stroke profile. The same one as before. So yeah, just note that when you draw from, whatever point you draw from is going to be the tapered end. Whichever anchor point you place first on a line, if you put a taper on it, if you put a width profile, it's going to be the tapered end on that width profile. But as I said, you saw, you can just reflect and swap the tapered for the blunt end. So I'll go right click, transform flat, vertical, copy, and then drag over, hold down shift, and just pop it right in there, and there you have it. That is the hoodie. So look, you know, this one's slightly different to this one, but you know, hoodies can be, doesn't really matter as long as you think it looks right. So I just feel like that needs to be flattened off, so I literally pick it up, hold down shift, and bring it down. And you know, at this point you could do things like direct select over them and just arrow down if you sort of felt like the whole thing needed a bit of gravity, weight of gravity there. And then, yeah, I'll grab these guys back and put them on. So I'll bring them to the front and pop them in like so. There you go. Alrighty, and then you need to add your next stitching. So look, next stitching, just direct select the line there, the line, not the anchor points, the line. Command C to copy, Command F to paste it to the front. Drag it down, lose your fill. If you've got any more stitching somewhere in your garment, like here I've got it on the zip, just eyedropper it on. Oh, what's happened? Eyedropper. Bring that up to 0.5. Oh, maybe it's a brush. Oh, it is. Okay. There we go, 0.5. So yeah, add your stitching just by copying and pasting to the front, and then you can add it to the other side as well. And I'll do this the fast way. I'll use my Alt and Shift, and then I will reflect. Doing this the fast way, but you know how to do that by right clicking, and there we have it, your hoodie.